Before you go on your hypnotic date with Marilyn Monroe, it's important to become focused and remove distractions. And to do this, all you need to do is allow your eyes to close. And as you close your eyes, allow your body to relax. Because by having a relaxed body, there's no need to have any attention there. And this reserve of attention can increase your focus inside on your hypnotic world, behind those closed eyes. And because those eyes are closed, your attention and focus is only diverted inside. And as my words guide you into that hypnotic world that only you can visit, you may notice that each time you breathe out, with each out breath, your body relaxes down deeper and deeper. And the deeper you go, the better you will feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go. That's it. So to start your hypnotic date with Marilyn Monroe, I would like you to imagine that you are just arriving by chauffeur-driven limousine outside where you're going to meet her for the evening. What does the limousine look like? What colour is it? How big is that car? And what is it like to be sitting inside on those seats? How do they feel? And as you look out of the window, what side is the place you're about to meet Marilyn on? Now, take a look at the entrance. What does the entrance look like? Because there is something special about that entrance. What is that? And as you get out of the car and walk over to the entrance, and at the entrance there's a very small window that you can see inside. So you take a look through that window. What can you see? And then you begin to open the door to go inside. And as that door opens just a little, you smell your favorite food being cooked. What is that smell? When did you last have food like this? Perhaps you can even remember the first time you had this food. That's right. You're doing really well. Now, as you open the door wide and walk inside, there's a small desk with a man standing there, with a book in front of him, with all the reservations written on it. What does he look like as he smiles and greets you in? Now he has a name badge, so just take a look and see what is his name. He asks your name, and when you give it, he says, "That's right, you're here to meet Marilyn Monroe for a very special evening." And he points you in the direction of the waiting area where Marilyn is waiting for you. And she's sitting there with her back facing you. And as you have been waiting to get a date and meet Marilyn for such a long time, you are starting to feel a lot of nervous excitement. What does that feel like? What sensations can you feel as you walk over to her? Seeing her blonde hair. And as you get right over beside her, she turns to you looking right into your eyes with a big, beautiful smile. And it just feels so amazing to finally meet for the first time. And as that happens, she stands up and gives you a great big hug. And then she says softly in one ear, "I'm so happy to be here with you on this date." What does it feel like as Marilyn hugs you? And what does her voice sound like up so close? All of a sudden a waitress calls your name, and before you even get a chance to sit in the waiting area, and as you look to see the waitress, what does she look like? Then she says, "Your table is ready." And as she guides you and Marilyn to the table, you look ahead towards the dining area. What can you see? Then you get to your table that has been laid especially for you. What is on that table? There's also something very special on that table for you. What is that? So you and Marilyn sit down and give your orders for your meals. And the waitress leaves both of you sitting opposite each other. And you start to have a lovely conversation. And you decide to ask Marilyn a question that you've been wanting to ask for such a long time. What is that question? What answer does she give you? Now the meals arrive. What meal did you order? Take a look over where Marilyn is sitting. What meal did she order? And as you eat your meals, the conversation continues to flow at an enjoyable pace. Then the waitress returns as you finish off your meals, and you both decide to order dessert. What desserts did both of you order? And as you wait for your desserts, you decide to ask Marilyn if she could help you with a very special question, because you really value her opinion. What question do you ask? And as you ask the question, you look at Marilyn, and without any hesitation, she gives you the perfect answer. What is the answer to that question? Now your desserts arrive. How do they look? What does the dessert taste like? So you continue on talking and enjoying being on your date, noticing how time flies because you're enjoying yourself so much. But all good things come to an end, and it's time for your date to end and for you to say your goodbyes. But before you do that, Marilyn reaches down and into a bag beside her and takes out something very special, a special gift for you. And she hands it across to you, and you take a look at that gift, because not only is it a special gift, but that gift has special meaning for you. What is that gift? And what meaning does that gift have for you? So you put that gift away safely, and you stand up and give each other a final hug while saying goodbye. And as you do, Marilyn leans in and whispers a special message to you. What does she say? Okay, It's time to leave now, ready to return from your own inner world, knowing you can return here any time in the future. However, it's time to come back to full alertness, bringing yourself back to full alertness in your own way, in your own time, opening your eyes with a great big smile.